You can't handle the truth. You're all very welcome. It's Andy with the Thursday call. I'm not calling it a pre-Zoom call because today there actually isn't a Zoom. There's a very special event and I'll be telling you about that very, very soon. Okay, folks, if you're brand new here, just don't worry if you don't understand what's going on. I'm going to take you through a little bit about what we're doing. Guys, we are building a brand new metaverse. We are building, but not only are we building a metaverse, we're also launching a token for people to use in that metaverse. Now we're raising in pre-sale, we're selling $5 million worth of Gmeta tokens, and we're doing that in 4 rounds. Let's have a look in the back office and I'll explain a little better. Okay, back office. As I said, we are selling in pre-sale $5 million worth of Gmeta tokens, and we're doing it in 5 rounds of 1 million. Now, folks, we are already past round 1. We've raised $1 million already, and we're 136,000 into round 2 towards the 2 million. Now, at the minute, if you want to get involved, all you do is get back to the person who invited you onto this call and make a purchase immediately. Join up and make a purchase. You don't have to, but I would strongly suggest you do. Buy at least 1 slot, and 1 slot will get you 2.15 million Gmeta tokens. They will be airdropped to your wallet that you give us when we actually launch. Now, I said make a purchase immediately. I strongly suggest that because you get a referral link. Now, that link's useless unless you do actually buy at least one $50 slot. Now, when you do that, immediately you'll be entitled to earn 100% bonus match from your level 1 referrals purchases. Now, that, for example, if I brought Miguel in and Miguel bought $1,000 worth of Gmeta tokens, I will also gain $1,000 worth of Gmeta tokens, and that will show up in my balance, as you can see here, referral earnings, balance, etc. Now, if then Miguel brings his beautiful wife Sylvia on board and she buys $1,000 worth of Gmeta tokens, well, guess what? Miguel gets $1,000 worth, but I will also get $500 worth because I also get 50% bonus match from level 2 referrals. So in this way, you can stack and build millions and millions of Gmeta tokens before we launch. And I say before we launch, once this pre-sale is over, that's it. There's no more opportunities to earn free Gmeta tokens. Now, not only this, we are also giving away, as you can see, 200 Gmeta NFTs and 5 Oculus 2 Quest 2 headsets every single round. Now let me show you what that means. There's a thing called a leaderboard in the back office, and we've got 4 competitions every single round. So we gave these prizes out already at the end of round 1. Everybody got, the winners got their NFTs, and the winner also got their headset. Now, for each of these competitions, as you can see, there's one for the top 10 recruiters. That's the people with the most direct referrals who have made at least purchased at least 1 slot. Okay, if you're in one of the top 10 by the end of this round, in the top 10 recruiters, you will get yourself an NFT, which you can sell down the line. You'll be able to stake it once we go live and earn passive income. Now, what also will happen, the top 10 people will all go into a draw, and one of those people will win the headset, the Oculus 2 headset. And the same thing happens in the top 10 team builders. Number of referrals in levels 1 and 2 with a minimum purchase. Top 10 team contributors, that's a cumulative total of how much your team has spent on Gmeta tokens on level 1 and 2. And finally, the top 10 investors. That is purely the people who put the most money in personally. And as you can see, somebody in this round has already put nearly $79,000 in. In round 1, it was $150,000 somebody put in. Then it was a 96, then it was a 68. There were quite a few. Now we also have this competition, which I'll tell you about in a minute. This is not so much of a competition. It's just purely the first 300 people who see fit to put in $10,000 into Gmeta tokens. They will get themselves a very exclusive NFT. And also, anybody who actually does invest $10,000 will all go into a draw for one of 3 iconic American muscle cars. These are Dodge Challenger SRTs. Now, I want to show you a little promo for that right now because it's got quite a catchy tune. Okay, let's just run that promo, and then I'm going to give you some food for thought about those tokens that you can accumulate.
Say make money, money, make money, money, money. Make money, money, make money, money, money. Money makes the world go round. I'm the talk around town. Remy gave me the sound. Fat pockets. I need that Skrilla on the Rilla. Fat pockets. I need that Skrilla on the Rilla. Money makes the world go round. I'm the talk around town. Remy gave me the sound. Fat pockets. I need that Skrilla on the Rilla. Fat pockets. I need that Skrilla on the Rilla. Survival of the fittest, you can sink or swim. I've been broke, I ain't never going back again. I need some C-notes, some cheddar, and a stack of ends. I need a bowl of dough, I don't need no Facebook friends. Money makes the world go round. I'm the talk around town. Remy gave me the sound. Fat pockets. I need that Skrilla on the Rilla. Fat pockets. I need that Skrilla on the Rilla. Money makes the world go round. I'm the talk around town. Remy gave me the sound. Fat pockets. I need that Skrilla on the Rilla. I need that Skrilla on the Rilla. You got a $5 bill, put your hands up. You got a $10 bill, put your hands up. You got a $20 bill, put your hands up. You got a $50 bill, put your hands up. Holla, holla. Money makes the world go round. I'm the talk around town. Remy gave me the sign. I need that Skrilla on.
Okay, folks, that is our VIP promotion. As you can see, there's other benefits from doing that. Now, you might not have $10,000. That's fair enough. But you may well know somebody with $10,000. And guess what happens when they purchase $10,000 if they use your link? use of Gmeta tokens. Now, folks, I want to give you a bit of food for thought, okay? I want to give you a bit of food for thought. First of all, I'm going to show you something. I put together some slides for the property sector. Let's have a look at those close up. But there is one slide I want to look at. And these are similarly 3 metaverse projects: Sandbox, Decentraland, and Somnium Space. Now, they all are successful. They've already launched. And just like ours, they also have their own tokens. And that's why I'm bringing this slide up, because I want to have a look at those tokens. Okay, Sandbox. Sandbox opened on November 2021. Now, their currency, their token, launched in August of 2020. But it was just a mobile game at that point, so it didn't really lift off as such. But when they launched their metaverse last October, their token had previously launched at 8 cents. It went all the way up to an all-time high of $8.40. $8.40 from a price at launch of 8 cents. Imagine you had 100,000 of those. Imagine you had 1 million of those. Now, Decentraland. Decentraland launched February 20. Their token launched around that time, but again, their metaverse didn't actually really lift off until autumn last year. And at that point, their token went from a price at launch of 2 cents all the way up to $5.85. Again, imagine you'd had 100,000 of those at launch. Somnium Space. This was actually preceded them all. This came out, it was almost like a new version of Second Life, which launched 19 years ago. Okay, but this launched in September of 18. But really, it didn't lift off until, again, last October, November. This all coincided with Mark Zuckerberg starting to talk about the metaverse, folks. That's why a lot of these started to take off then, because he started mentioning the metaverse. People looked it up. People found these 3 metaverses already there. Now, their token at launch was 2 cents. The all-time high on that token, $28. Imagine I had 100,000 of those. Imagine. Okay, so that's what I wanted just to compare. We have a lot of things in common with those metaverses. Now, our metaverse isn't just a standalone metaverse. We are bridging or making bridges between those metaverses and ours when it launches. Okay, so we are establishing a presence. We've already done so at the Gmeta Arena. If you want to look at the Gmeta Arena, go to gmeta1.land. Have a look there. We built that already, and we packed it out last week for a very important event. Now, we've also got a headquarters in Decentraland. We've also got a mini Gmeta Arena in Somnium Space. So we're already established in those other metaverses. Now, okay, as I said, we have that. We do have other things in common. Like them, we do have a currency. Now, for a successful cryptocurrency, what do you think you need to do? Well, let's have a look. I went back into the back office. I'm going to give you, let's do a bit of dream mode on this token. I already told you about let's just go by Gmeta. That's what I was after. Okay, I already told you about what happened to those other three tokens. Well, let's have a look at ours. Now, as I said, to have a successful token launch, you need a couple of things. One thing is liquidity. Now, the $5 million we're raising, $2.5 million, half of it is going into locked liquidity. That will make this token way stronger than any of those three tokens. They did not have anywhere near that liquidity for their tokens. Another thing a token needs is a use case, and ours is undeniable. When we build this metaverse, if you want to buy land, you're going to need Gmeta tokens. If you want to build on that land, you're going to need Gmeta tokens. If you want to buy an NFT in our metaverse, you're going to need Gmeta tokens. You want to dress your avatar, you're going to need Gmeta tokens. You want to play games, you're going to need Gmeta tokens. So the use case is massive and undeniable. Now, let's have a look at something here. Now, I mentioned previously, okay, say you manage to buy or accumulate. Let's have a look at my target. My target is to get to 100 million Gmeta tokens, and that's not me buying that, guys. That is me actually sharing this with people, just like you're doing. But say I managed to only get 30 million. Say I managed to get, let's go right up to there. Say I managed to get 43 million. That's what I have right now, guys. That's what I have right now. And my other half has some too. Okay, so now if you either buy 20 slots, that would cost you $1,000. Okay, if you were to buy 20 slots, you would get yourself 43 million Gmeta tokens. If you do nothing else, that's what you would have, 43 million Gmeta tokens. But bear that figure in mind. If you were to buy that, you would have spent $1,000. Okay, let's have a look. Now you've seen what these other tokens managed to do. Let's do a little bit of dream mode. Right, so you'd have your 43 million Gmeta tokens for the $1,000 you spent, or you've shared with a load of people and accumulated those. Imagine our token goes to 1 cent. 1 cent. You will have yourself $430,000. And you spent 1,000. Or you mightn't have even spent 1,000. You might have only spent $50 and then brought enough people in to accumulate the rest. Imagine that token went to 1 cent. You're halfway to $1 million. If it goes up to 10 cents, you're already a millionaire. You're $4.3 million. Not Gmeta tokens, dollars. If this token only goes to 10 cents. God forbid it goes to $1 or $10, guys, like those other tokens did. So folks, that's what we're doing here. That's the reality of what we're doing. So what action you take right now will dictate how much you are worth when we launch this metaverse. This is a very unique opportunity. Very unique. Now is the time. And some people think this is taking too long. We're only in here for 3 months, for goodness sake. We're not even in for 3 months. And folks, there's stuff happening behind the scenes. There's marketing kicking in all over the place, and we're getting exposure everywhere. People are sitting up and taking notice, and some very big players, corporate people who will be putting in huge chunks of money. So, final thing I mentioned, there is no Zoom call tonight. That's why the little banner isn't going across the bottom, but we do have something very important, and I'm going to drop, hang on a second, I'm going to drop a link in the chat. Okay, I'm going to drop a link in the chat shortly, but first of all I want to just put a big flyer up on the screen so you can see it. What have I done? What have I done? What have I done? That's the background. It's the overlay. Sorry, I'm just trying to find this file. Apologies, guys. Here we go. Have a look at this. This is happening tonight at the same time as our Zoom call happens. That's at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Now, that's been expressed in UTC because these guys are in Scandinavia, as you can tell. Nordic Wales. Nordic Wales. Now, this is I'm putting a link to Nordic Wales in the chat. Okay, so that's in the chat right now. Okay, so I put that in the chat. If you can see it there, that's cool. All you need to do is go to that link. I mean, that link will also be posted in our Telegram group as well, and in our news. It's in our news channel already. And this is the flyer. So it's an AMA. What does that mean? Ask me anything. Now, what's happened? We've got a huge 6-figure contract with CoinPresso, who are the biggest marketing company for cryptocurrencies on planet Earth. Okay, so they've regularly organized a lot of events for us, and this is one of those. So we're going into this massive crypto community, and Miguel and Richmond and Jay are going to have questions fired at them in front of thousands of people in this crypto group to get exposure for Gmeta One. So it's going to be quite, they usually get a good old grilling, but the guys are always on point. And most people when we've done these, they've been very successful. We've got people on board, and the guys have acquitted themselves incredibly well because they know what they're talking about and they know what we've got here, guys. So that is your destination today for sure. 100%. 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Nordic Wales. The link is in the chat, and it will be in our Telegram group, and it is in our news channel as well. I would share those links, but unfortunately that has got us penalized by Facebook prior to this. But you've got the Nordic Wales Telegram link in the chat. Guys, we will see you on the AMA call later on, and please don't miss it, and please bring some people to that as well. Okay, see you later, guys. Thanks very much for listening, and we'll see you on the AMA. Bye now.